We're taking a look at Asana, and you want to know if right here is a good time to buy. The answer is yes, but that is the wrong question to be asking. You should be asking the proper question, which is this. If I want to buy Asana right here, how would I go about setting up a proper low-risk trade? So let's dive into an analysis right now to answer that question. The only type of trader that should be buying Asana right here is a trader that has a 200-day moving average entry system, because this red line is the 200-day moving average. So you could buy a small, and I do mean small, like a quarter to a half size position right here. To know how you size positions properly, you can click on the link in this card that is floating somewhere on the screen. So if you did buy here, you would of course need a stop of no more than 10% loss, so a close under $60 would be an okay place for a stop on the initial position. Then you would need to see some bullish firming up of price right here in order to get a full position. Now, if you're already in this stock from up here, you've made one of the most common mistakes new investors or traders make. To learn how to avoid those mistakes, watch the video in this card that will be floating around somewhere on the screen, assuming I've done my job of editing properly. But listen, if you are buying right here, because this is right at the 200-day moving average, you got to have reasonable expectations, because everyone who's bought since about August is now a loser. So any kind of lift in price is going to be met with all this overhead supply from all the buyers that have bought in this price range. So I don't think this is a bad spot to be buying right here at $67, but you're going to have to understand that this stock is going to be stuck at 60. So that's a 10% risk to the downside if you buy here. Now, this is not a great setup, but if you've got a longer term outlook and you have some insight into the fundamentals of Asana, then maybe you could take a position here. But again, you are going to have to use a stop. And again, I'd place mine somewhere in this area so that if price comes down, you are stopped out of that initial position and you don't take one of these moves like this all the way down, because that happens all the time. And you don't want to be someone there commenting on this video that, what should I do now? I bought Asana at 65 and it's now at 20 or 30 bucks, and what should I do? I mean, this happens all the time with new traders, and you don't want to be there. So you got to use a stop, because everyone could be wrong. Now, the thing happens all the time where you may get stopped out only to see the price rip right back up and go higher. But that happens to every single professional trader. I mean, it's nothing new under the sun. And that's just something you got to deal with when it comes to it. But because this is traveling right around this 200-day moving average, I don't think you're going to get one of these type of moves where it just kind of goes right back up into the hundreds. So you've probably got some time while this kind of chops around before it can make a move up. Okay? Now remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered, and the wolves are out to eat you. Wall Street is a den of wolves, so be careful. For more tactics on protecting your capital, you can take a look at some of these videos.